Hi everybody, it's a pleasure to be here in Campus Party, and it's an honor to talk about telemedicine, digital patient experience, and Doctoralia. So I am Carlos Eduardo Lopes, Cadu Lopes. I'm CEO from Brazil, Peru, and Chile in Doctoralia. And I will start with some questions, because 2020 is the year of questions, right? And I will start with 3 questions that maybe it's in all of our heads. When are we going to find a cure? Will things go back to normal? When? And what is truly essential in our lives? I don't know the answers, but for the last question, I have an universal answer. So in all of countries, all of cities, from Rio de Janeiro to London, this answer is universal. That health and the well-being of our loved ones are everything that matters. So health, it's more than ever in the first place. And when we talk about health, about healthcare system, one important sentence is that the pain cannot wait. And when we talk about doctors, this health environment, we have to take a look on the patient experience before Doctoralia. So let's pay attention in this journey of this patient. So this patient feels pain. He looks for recommendations among their friends and family. He made a lot of calls and books an appointment for the next month, or if lucky, next week. And after some friction, some stress, he executes the visit to the doctor, and this experience finished here. Well, but who is this new and more connected patient? And to explain it a little bit better, I brought a concept called Zeitgeist, it's German, the spirit of the time, that talked mainly about connectivity, transparency, and collaboration. So now, more than ever, we have these 3 elements super important in our daily basis. So, because this connected patient is the same guy who orders and reviews the driver from his smartphone. Is the same guy. Is the same guy that orders, delivers food, and gives scores for the restaurant. And also is the same guy who books and reviews a hotel from the smartphone easily, in the same time, in the moment. And it's interesting to think that in healthcare, we don't have this evolution super develop. So healthcare has to follow the digital patient's needs. And when we talk about this persona, we made a lot of resources and look in our base, our data inside our company, we can see that the persona which represents the majority of our access in our platform is a woman between 25 and 44 years old. She often looks for information related to health, treatments, and prices. She reads the opinions from other patients and tends to let her own opinion, normally is positive. And she books the appointment at the beginning of the week, Mondays, Tuesdays, in the afternoon, normally trying to find a space from 1 to 5 days in advance. And she mostly looks for gynecologists, dentists, orthopedists, surgeon, or dermatologists. This is the persona that represents the majority of our access in our platform. And all right, so let's take a look on the journey with Doctoralia, how it works. So the starting point, this digital patient feels pain. He goes to Google or Doctoralia app for patients and search, filter by insurance, specialization, or reviews. finds the doctor and books online for the same day. So in this point, we reduce the time of the pain from this patient. He receives automatic reminders for the same day and notifications, so he keeps it connected. And she also does check-in by smartphone. It's well welcomed by secretary, does not need to fulfill anything, receives treatment and electronic prescription, and recommends or not the doctor by using her smartphone, and recommends not only for a familiar or friend, but to the whole world. Well, this digital patient experience with Doctoralia is much, much better and more assertive, more effective. So when this patient reads reviews from others, he can choose the right doctor easily. When he asks an expert, is a section in our platform that for free, every patient can ask an expert and receive an answer from the right specialty. He received the clear information with credibility. And with this session, we reduce the fake news effects. He can book an online visit and reduce the time and effort. And he can make this visit in person or by video via teleconsultation and receive a much more personalized experience. This digital patient can chat with doctor, receive electronic prescriptions, and also anticipate his treatment. He can also make an appointment on his exams, what he wants. So the second step in this journey is also covered, and he can post reviews. And one important point is that this patient can do it, all of these things, all of this journey, in a safe and secure place. So it's amazing. And who are we? We are a company, total focus on patients and doctors. We are working in these two groups strongly. And we are distributed in the world with different brands, different names, adapted to the region, yeah? But we are under DocPlanner Group. DocPlanner Group is a global solution, is the biggest healthcare platform in the world. We are in more than 15 countries around the world. And we reached more than 3 million patient reviews. We reached more than 1,300 employees, warriors, distributed in 15 countries. And we also reached 30 million unique users per month, 3 million monthly bookings, and 2 million healthcare professionals available in our platform. And again, our focus is totally concentrated in patients and doctors' experience. Which kind of experience? An experience much more secure, efficient, and human. Our mission is making the healthcare experience more human using the technology. So we take a look on the experience, the whole journey, and we provide solutions, complete solutions for doctors and patients. Because this digital world is inevitable, a revolution without a ticket back, right? So it's interesting, again, to think that other sectors in the economy are more developed in this digital transformation, in comparing with this healthcare sector, it's much more developed. So we are here to provide solutions and to help in this transformation. We have a lot of different solutions or deliveries. So we have the EHR and electronic prescriptions, we have online bookings, CRM and patient management system, growth hacking, encryption and virtual security, app for patients and doctors, research, visibility, omnichannel. But in this moment, I will talk mainly about telemedicine, is the topic of our conversation today, telemedicine. And we face it with COVID period. We faced a lot of new challenges. Yeah, from the doctor's point of view, they have a new work reality. They have the risk of being infected. They have the challenge because decreased the patient flow in their offices, decreased the office revenue, and for sure, uncertain about the safety with telemedicine tools. And from patients' point of view, these challenges also are big. The patient needs to continue their treatments. It's not because the pandemic or the COVID that the pain stopped. No, the disease stopped. No, they have to continue the treatments. The risk of being infected too. And the patients are facing social isolation. And new patients need to find professionals. So that's the reason why we launched it immediately when we received the green light from the governments in all of the countries. We launched the telemedicine tool, super secure, with all of the attention on the experience, and we provide this tool, the solution globally. And we believe that after this pandemic period, we should keep respecting social distance. And I want to bring other questions to this conversation. Should the professional accept the same number of patients? Yeah? Which is the option safer, small or large clinics? How to make the routine with the patients, delays, preparations, become better? How to improve it? So we are providing solutions to make this organization better and to respect this social distance and keeping the same quality of the healthcare. Well, we believe that telemedicine is helping now with social distancing and will be a supportive tool for the future, for sure. Came to stay, is here to stay. Well, let's talk about some numbers. The first results from telemedicine, as I told you, we started when we received the green light from the governments. Immediately, we started in the whole world, and that we worked, and we reached more than 1 million of bookings. And we have in our platform more than 36,000 doctors available using our technology, using telemedicine. So it's a good number. And also we can check the numbers from other countries, Brazil, Poland, Italy, and Spain. We increased more than 400% from March to June. And month by month, we are increasing this adoption. So it's super good, yeah? Maybe the good part from this pandemic is that this, what happened is an acceleration on this adoption to technology, yeah? And today, telemedicine represents 20% of all bookings, yeah? And we believe that in the future, near future, will be a combination between telemedicine and presential consultation. When we take a look on the specialties, I bring here 7 mainly specialties, and we can see clear that psychologists and psychiatrists represent almost half of the total bookings in the world. So combining with dermatologists, gynecologists, urologists, and etc. But the mainly is psychologists and psychiatrists. And we found that telemedicine helps a lot on mental health. It's a super important tool to keep the mental health to the patients, right? To the citizens. Okay, so we talked about the numbers, we talked about the tool, and what about the experience from the patient perspective? So to help me, I bring here 2 testimonials from patients, real patients, that represents the majority of the feedbacks that we receive it day by day. So you can see here that they are very happy, they are surprised because they can continue their treatments with quality in an assertive way, with security. So yeah, the feedback is super positive from patients' point of view. Well, we are separated now, but we still have to stick together. And for sure, things will get better, for sure. And maybe some new questions will come up and things will have to be adapted, but we will be together. And we will join again the smell of fresh popcorn in the movie theater, or the hug from a loved one, or the sunset with our friends and family, but we are together. So thanks a lot for your attention.